Hey guys, welcome to Facebook Live here on Dynamic Discs with myself, Bobby Cool Daddy Slick Breeze, and Doug Bjerkaas. What we're going to talk about here is we did this a couple weeks ago. We're going to do some events updates. We have a lot going on here at Dynamic Discs. So, you know, if you follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, of course, Facebook, you know that we try to keep people updated with events that's going on. But we thought another way to do it is to do some live videos from time to time. And that way it also gives you a forum to be able to ask us questions. So if you have any questions on any of events that we have going on, the Disc Golf Match Play, Glassbone Open, maybe even local ones like a Monkey Island Open, the Disc Golf Experience at Arrowhead, Trilogy Challenges, stuff like that. If you have questions, you can answer them here, or you can ask them here, and we'll try to get answers for you since we have our event coordinator here, Doug Bjerkaas. But before we get started, we're going to allow maybe a couple minutes to get people to kind of get tuned in. Doug, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now, last night you sent some videos to us about something that went on with ESU, I think it was?
Actually, it was the state capitol up in Topeka, Kansas. Several convention and visitor bureaus from around the state set up booths where different legislators could come and visit. And I was asked to go up and be part of the Flint Hills group, which includes Emporia, and set up a basket and kind of talk to people about disc golf. And it just so happened that a bunch of mascots from Kansas were there. So
oh, nice.
Big J from Kansas, Corky from ESU, the Wolf from Sporting KC, the big T-Bone Bull from the Kansas City T-Bones. I think the Fort Hays State mascot was out there, and it was cool to see them all try to putt into our veteran basket. That was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So, okay, so we should have people tuning in. Like, if you are just tuning in, this is an events update. If you have any questions about events that we have here at Dynamic Discs, please post them in the comment below. Please go ahead and share as well. In fact, I think what I'll do, I remembered I was going to do this. I said something about it last time. I just remembered that I was going to do it. If you share this post, I will look out on the shares and I will give away a disc. So in order to get qualified to be in the giveaway for a disc that I'm going to send out, I haven't picked it yet, but I know it will be a disc because I have plenty here in the warehouse to choose from. I'm going to give away one disc to a lucky winner, so make sure you share this video to be eligible to win that disc. So what's the first event we'd like to talk about, Doug?
How about the United States Amateur Match Play Championships?
That's a good one to start with.
Yep, 222 brackets.
Woo!
Are already spoken for. We've got 50 different states and provinces that are hosting the local qualifying brackets. I do want to shout out to Alaska, Hawaii, Connecticut, Nevada, Rhode Island, and Wyoming. Those are the 6 states within our union that have not signed up to have a local qualifying bracket.
Come on, guys. What's going on?
Hey, I know being a former Colorado guy, those guys north of the border in Wyoming, especially in Cheyenne, play a lot of disc golf. Someone should run a bracket up there. And as far as Canada goes, we're only missing 3 provinces: British Columbia, the Maritime Provinces, and Quebec. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Quebec or Quebec?
I don't know. I say Quebec.
Quebec
Quebec is better.
Anyhow, no, it's really exciting, you guys. If you want to run a bracket, check out discgolfmatchplay.com. You can sign up to do that there. You have until March 1st to sign up to run a bracket. Up to 16 brackets can be run in each state or province. And really exciting, Bobby, this week was that the UDisc app went live. So if you guys go to UDisc, whether it's on your smartphone
I'm going to try to show them while you're talking about it.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. The UDisc app, you can choose match play, and it'll immediately take you to a map of the United States and Canada, show you where all the brackets are. If you click on the state you live in, it'll show you a list of all the brackets that you can potentially play in. Some of them are closed because they're already full, but gives you the contact numbers of the TDs and when they're going to play those events. And we're really hoping that we get some more of those brackets around the United States to help us crown a United States Amateur Match Play disc golf champion. So really exciting.
Yeah, I got to tell you, those guys at UDisc app have done an amazing job. They worked with us on the Winter Marksman League. They've done a fantastic job with that, and now they're doing even a greater job with the disc golf match play. I was looking at it earlier, and it is pretty awesome. I know that Dixon Jowers is running a bracket here in Emporia. He already has had he did a live video where he showed it to where the people that are signed up, it automatically creates the bracket. You don't have to do any of that work. You just have to input the names, and it automatically pairs people up and creates a bracket. So if you kind of want to see, this is the only one I know of. I'm sure there's others, but the only one I know of. If you want to, go to the Kansas state and then select the Emporia bracket, and you can actually view the bracket and see how people are, who they're stacked up against. Yep. And then I'm assuming once play starts, you'll be able to see the progress and how people are flowing through the bracket.
Yep. So if you want to play in the event, check out the UDisc app, and you can also, again, go to discgolfmatchplay.com, and that is the official site of all the USA MPC information.
Absolutely. All right, just a real quick, if you're just tuning in, this is an event updates with myself, Bobby, and Doug Bjerkaas, the event coordinator. If you have questions, please post them in the comments below. Please make sure you share this video. I'm going to give away a disc, so I'm going to pick that from the people that actually share the video. So make sure you share before the end of the video. What do we got next?
Little thing we call the Glass Blown Open.
Just a little event we got going on here.
Little event. It's hard to believe it's less than 10 weeks away. I wanted to let everybody know that we are taking pre-registrations for all of the Flex Start C tiers. There's close to a dozen of them going on that week, and because of some issues last year where we had more people want to come and play those than we could actually have play,
right.
We are capping those at 300 players. So you might want to go to discgolfscene.com, find out which Flex Start C tiers you want to play if you're going to be in Emporia that week, and get pre-registered for those events. We will do day of registration, but we are going to cap it at 300 people. Also, I know that a lot of people have been discouraged with lodging, trying to find places to stay. I do want to update a couple things. One, the city of Emporia had an amazing panel of speakers and kind of a, I don't know what you call it, a kind of an open air discussion where Airbnb options were discussed with homeowners, and the Convention and Visitors Bureau invited folks to come out, and the place was full.
Yeah.
Over 50 homeowners came out to learn how to do an Airbnb, and if you haven't checked out Airbnb in Emporia, the number of folks that are putting up their houses is increasing. So that's an option for folks that may not have found a place to stay yet. I know that Camp Wood in Elmdale, which is out closer to where the Cottonwood Falls course is and where the Clover Cliff course is, has some great lodging options as well. The number there is 620-273-8641. Again, that's Camp Wood. Another thing that I always tell people when they sign up for a tournament that's full is if you call a hotel and you ask them to put on a wait list, ask them to put your name on a list, and you know, if someone cancels, because we have had several folks cancel because other things in life have come up, that's another way to find a room to stay during the Glass Blown Open.
Gotcha. Let's see. Another resource for learning Glass Blown Open information is, of course, our GBO mobile app. You can download it on iOS devices or on Android devices, or if you just want to go to the website, there's a link. Go to glassblownopen.com, and I believe there's a tab for mobile device, I think it is, or maybe just mobile app. It'll give you information about that. But if you just want to go to the App Store, you can just search for 2018 Glass Blown Open, download the app. And even if you're not going, but if you are going to Glass Blown Open, it'll be very helpful. It's going to be a way we communicate with you to keep you up to date on things that are happening, especially in real time. But if you just want to see the action and have fun with the people that are here, there's a social feed that you can follow as well.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are posting, you know, hey, have a hotel room looking for someone to split.
Right.
So that app has a lot of those types of messages on it. A couple other things, Bobby, really exciting. Our bonfire, which we do every year. Because of the size of the event, the GBO just keeps growing. We're going to have the bonfire and all of the related events, the Glow Junior Golf, the $1,000 Brickyard 20 Ale House Ace Challenge, the putting semifinals will all be out at the Lyon County Fairgrounds. So we're really excited to have the bonfire out there instead of behind our distribution center. A couple other things real quick on the Glass Blown, and then we can move on, is I met with the city manager and the golf pro out at Municipal today. And in the past, we've been able to have practice rounds the week of Glass Blown Open from noon until 7 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday leading up to the event. And this year, because we're running 2 courses out at Municipal, you guys that need to practice that course can practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7 o'clock in the morning all the way until 7 o'clock at night. So that's a huge increase in the amount of time that players will have to be able to practice that course. And then finally, we're excited again. Last year, Steve Dodge and the Festival of the Flying Discs came out and visited us at the Glassblown Open. We're set up next to the retail store. We're excited again to have the Festival of the Flying Discs here for our block party and here all week during the Glassblown Open. So those are a few updates. Again, Bobby mentioned the app, also glassblownopen.com. It's a great place to get all the information you need about the GBO.
Now, you mentioned the municipal golf course. A couple people have asked on the app. I just saw, has that been decided on the actual course? Has that been solidified at what the course is going to be?
Yeah, there will be 2 courses set up out at the municipal, and we will actually be sending course maps and OB notes to everybody related to that course no later than March 1st.
March 1st, okay.
March 1st, we will send that to all the competitors that are playing municipal so that you guys have an idea of what to expect when you get out there. It'll have the distances, the OB. Basically, it's what's going to be in the caddy book for all of you guys that are playing municipal.
And of course, we'll have that available at the glassblownopen.com and then on the GBO mobile app as well.
Yep.
If you're just tuning in, this is myself, Bobby Cool Daddy Slick Breeze, Doug Bjerkaas. This is event updates. It's strictly just talking about events that we have going on here. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Anthony is behind the scenes. He's going to let us know the questions so we can get those answered. Also, if you want your chance to win a disc that I will pick out myself, make sure you share this video. Once this video is over, not being live, then that'll be over, and then I'll go through and I'll pick through the people that shared. I'll pick a name, reach out to you, and find out where I can send you that disc. But you got to share the video.
You know, I think the only time I hear the word share more often is when my grandkids are around. You got to share. You got to share. Well, same thing here. You guys got to share this video. Hey, 5K, 10K Ace Challenge.
Yes.
For those of you that know, just an update, we have almost 20 events around the country that are signed up to do that. This is an exciting opportunity. If you're running an event or you're playing an event or you're part of a committee that's working on planning for an event in 2018, check out growdiscgolf.com. There's a tab at the top that will give you more information about our 5K, 10K Ace. Gives you an opportunity, whether you're playing the tournament or running a tournament, to have a chance to throw a disc into a basket and win either $5,000 or $10,000. GrowDiscGolf.com. Check it out. We'd like to see some more events with the Grow Disc Golf 5K, 10K Ace Challenge going on.
Awesome.
Yep.
Real quick before we go on to the next event update, we have a couple questions that's come into the comments. Again, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Victor asks, when do you plan to have new flybys from the different courses? I'm assuming he probably means the course previews that me and Eric and I believe Dixon did a couple years ago. Now that the courses are getting solidified, you know, the actual layout of the courses is getting decided on, we're going to start working toward that. I'm going to be honest, it may take a few weeks because it's been maybe 30 degrees outside, 10 degrees outside, so it's a little cold to be able to do that. But once the weather gets better and we get a little more green in the grass, we'll be able to go out there and film some course previews where we actually have some of our players, probably Robert McCall, Eric McCabe, go out there and play the course. Me and Anthony will film it, we'll edit it together real quick so you guys can kind of get a layout and a feel for the course to get ready for Glassblown Open. Great question, Victor. Thank you. Gregory he's asking about when will I be able to register my Trilogy Challenge tournament. Do you have any dates or anything tentative? I know it's kind of early in the year for that, but I know a lot of people like to get things set for their parks and courses and stuff like that. So we have any information on that?
We do. March 1st will be I keep using March 1st as the date, but
that's
on March
a big day to remember.
We should be live, and it very well could be earlier than March 1st, but no later than March 1st, the information on running a Trilogy Challenge this year will be ready to go, and you'll be able to start registering your events and getting that process started. Great question.
Excellent. All right, what's the next event to talk about?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
We are
here. We come.
Here we come. We spent 3 years in Arlington down at AT&T Stadium, and last year we were at Nashville at the Nissan Stadium for a stadium event, and this year we will be on Saturday, June, is it 15th or 16th? 16th. June 16th. We will be doing a stadium event at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and registration for that will go live on Valentine's Day, February 14th at noon.
I hope for Noemi's sake you remember when Valentine's Day is.
Yes, I do need to remember when Valentine's Day is for my beautiful wife. In fact, if you're watching, Please be my Valentine again this year. It's really important that you check that out, though.
She just texted me and said she'll have to get back to you.
Okay, good. She probably has some better offers. But no, you'll want to log on to discgolfscene.com, get more information on that. We are finalizing our prices. I believe they'll be the same as they were last year. We'll have a VIP option. Those of you that took advantage of that in Nashville, what a great time that was. But at noon on February 14th, check out registration for our stadium event, our 5th stadium event. That's pretty cool.
If you're kind of new to following us here at Dynamic Disc, and you may have seen videos or heard of us talk about it, but it's just an amazing thing to be able to throw some discs in a football stadium. If you've never been in a football stadium, it is really a cool experience to walk in and see where the players have been playing. But to be able to have these baskets set up in these really cool places, to be able to throw out onto the field, to be able to throw while you're on the field, it's just a really cool experience, something different, something you'll definitely want to participate in and experience at least one time in your disc golf life, I guess you would say. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, I'm Bobby, this is Doug Bjerkaas. We're doing event updates. If you have any questions on events, please let us know in the comments below, and Anthony is behind the scenes. He will let us know what the questions are. We will get them answered. If you want to have your chance at winning a disc, we're giving away a disc for this particular live video. Before the live video ends, you need to share this video, and then I will go through the names and pick out a winner for that disc. So make sure you hit that share button. What do we got next, Doug?
Let's talk a little bit about our RVs. We're going to try to add this as a segment every couple weeks, just kind of provide some highlights of what our RVs will be doing. Let's start with J-Ray and the black and red RV. Tomorrow, he is going to be in the city where I learned how to play disc golf. He'll be in Abilene, Texas, doing a 2-disc challenge at Will Hare Park. On the 11th, Sunday, he'll be in El Paso at Lionel 40 disc golf course doing a 2-disc challenge. Then I know on Saturday, February 17th, he'll be in San Diego doing Chasing the Chains at Kit Carson disc golf course. And then for the first big tournament of the year, the NT in Las Vegas, February 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, he'll be doing a bunch of things in Las Vegas. So if you will be in Las Vegas for the first big tournament of the year here towards the end of the month, look for J-Ray and his RV. Next we got Tyler Searle and the blue and yellow Latitude 64 RV. I know that on Saturday, February 10th, he's going to be running an Air Force tournament at Fort Walton Beach. On Sunday the 11th, he looks like he'll be at the Jay and Des Redding Clinic in Panama City Beach there in Florida. He's got some PDGA B tiers he's running later this month as well. On the 16th, he's got a Flex Start C tier at Maximo Park, and it looks like he'll be at Maximo Park for 3 days, the Friday the 16th, Saturday the 17th, and Sunday the 18th of February. So if you are in St. Petersburg, Florida, check out the Latitude 64 RV there in Florida. Then I see that towards the end of the month, on the 23rd and the 24th, he'll be in Tallahassee, part of the second annual Tallahassee warm-up. That's at Tom Brown Disc Golf Course. And finally, on Sunday, February 25th, he'll be in Jacksonville. There is a PDGA C tier called Rockin' on the River 2 at Four Palms Disc Golf Course. That's where the Latitude 64 RV will be.
Excellent. Now, if you want to get all this information, if you weren't able to write all that down, you can go to Facebook and go to Dynamic Discs Chasing the Change. Search for Chasing the Chains, and you'll see an event page or an event section on their Facebook page, and you'll be able to see all the dates that they have upcoming. Kind of even with what I'm looking here, we have Chasing the Chains magazine. Yep. So yeah, Chasing the Chains is what we like to call for our RVs that are out there. But Chasing the Chains, speaking of magazine, if you want to subscribe to the magazine, you can go to chasingthechainsmagazine.com and subscribe to our magazine. I was just talking to Chris Walker, one of the editors, and we were talking about articles for Glass One Open. So we'll have another article coming out at GBO. So that's super exciting.
Perfect. We do have one more RV, Matt Lloyd.
Matt Lloyd, yep.
Matt Lloyd. He's got that gray and blue RV.
Yes.
And he will be running the Frostbreaker. I guess it's called the Frostbreaker. It is a tournament, C tier, that will be in Mission, Kansas at the Shawnee Mission Disc Golf Course. That'll be February 17th and 18th. Check that out. And then on the 24th of February, he'll be down in Shreveport, Louisiana. There's a C tier down there that he will be involved with at Ford Park Disc Golf Course. So that's kind of an update on some of the bigger hits as far as where our RVs will be in the next couple weeks.
Awesome. Well, we've got some questions that come in, so we're going to see if we can address those.
Sure.
Remember, if you got any questions on events, you can put them in the comments below, and we'll try to get to them for you. Hannibal asks, how does someone attempt to get the RV available to appear when doing a PDGA event? He has 2 scheduled in North Carolina. Looks like June 1st and in September.
That is a great question. I would think the best place to start would be to send an email to events@dynamicdiscs.com. Anytime, Bobby, there's a question of anything that's even remotely associated with events, that's your best place to start. But if you were to send an email to events@dynamicdiscs.com, and in fact, since I'm on the air and I'm listening and I'm hearing the question in real time, you might also copy Doug at dynamicdiscs.com, and we will right away get you connected with the best RV driver to see if it will work into their schedule for them to show up at your event. That's a great question.
Yes. Victor has another question. How will we fit all those people in for the players meeting at GBO?
Good question. That was information I wanted to share maybe 2 weeks from now, but since the question was asked, here's the news flash. We are going to be using the Granada Theater, as we always do, to distribute player packs. It's a tradition at the GBO, Bobby, for people to pick their player packs up at the Granada Theater, but we have outgrown the Granada Theater for our players meeting, and we will actually be at the William L. White Civic Auditorium. It's only about 3 blocks away from the Granada, but our player meeting on Wednesday night, April the 25th, will be at the William L. White Civic Auditorium in downtown Emporia, Kansas.
Right, because we're going to have at least 1,600 people. And I say at least because they're going to bring their family and friends who may want to attend the meeting.
Spectators.
We're
volunteers.
So we're going to need a lot more room than prior years, but super excited about that.
Yep.
Next question comes from Zach. He wants to know any updates on Junior Worlds.
Great question, Zach. Best place to get information on Junior Worlds right now as far as registration information is actually pdga.com. The PDGA handles all of the registration for Junior Worlds. We as the host group will actually be facilitating the tournament, but as far as early information at this point, your best bet is going to be to go to pdga.com. They have all the information about how registration will work. Over the next 3-4 weeks, though, the Junior World, the PDGA JuniorWorlds.com website will start to have more and more information about the off-course stuff that's going on during that event.
Excellent. Real quick, one last chance. If you're watching this video, if you just tuned in, we're doing some event updates. If you just tuned in and you want to see all the other updates, once the live video is done, Facebook will reprocess it, put it out there so you can watch it again. But if you're watching live right now, make sure you share the video for your chance to win a disc. I got a question from Michael Smith. Doug, for those who call for Camp Wood for a place to stay, they need to speak with Emily.
Mike, thanks for pointing that out.
There
Mike Smith, if you guys don't know Mike, he is the driving force behind the Eagle Disc Golf Course at Olpey Lake, which many of the Glassbone Open participants will be playing again this year. So, Mike, thanks for pointing that out. They've got some great deals, especially if you've got a large group of people. They've got some cabins where if you want to have a really good time and the prices are right, plus it's really close to 2 of the courses that we've added for the Glassbone Open. The Clover Cliff Bed and Breakfast course, which is just fantastic, and the Swope Park course in Cottonwood Falls. So thanks for pointing that out, Mike.
All right, so right before we wrap it up, we're going to go over a few dates to make sure you guys know what's going on. Of course, we have registration for the United States Amateur Match Play Championship going on. We're at 220 brackets with 50 states involved. What are the states we need to shout out to see if we can get involved?
If you know someone in Alaska, Hawaii, Connecticut, Nevada, Rhode Island, or Wyoming, Tell them they need to open up a bracket.
We need to get a bracket in those states. But the deadline to sign up for a bracket is March 1st.
To run a bracket.
Run a bracket. So get yourself set up to run a bracket by March 1st. Also, let's see some other dates. The disc golf experience at Arrowhead Stadium, which is going to be in Kansas City, Missouri. Registration opens February 14th for the event that will take place on June 16th.
Yep. Noon Central is when that registration will start.
Absolutely.
Bobby gave me some great advice. We were going to do it at 6 p.m. on Valentine's Day, and he said, how many disc golfers will be out on...
Well, full transparency. I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, we had Glass Blown Open registration happen on... Halloween. And I can't remember if anybody thought about it, but boy, we heard about it because there were a lot of parents that were wanting to be out trick-or-treating with their kids during Halloween. So I thought we had learned our lesson.
Yeah.
But then when I found out that it was going to be Halloween 6 p.m., I was thinking, how many disc golfers are we going to cause to break up because they're busy trying to register for the Arrowhead Stadium rather than spending time with their Valentine?
Yeah. And really, a smart disc golfer might do this, Bobby.
What's that?
They might bring a box of chocolates to their loved one or some flowers and go, honey, happy Valentine's Day. You know what would be a great gift for me on Valentine's Day? For you to sign me up for the stadium
They could have the link already set up on the phone.
The link can be set up
and with the chocolate.
It'll just be ready to go. In fact, you know what they could get? They could get a chocolate truth.
There you go.
DynamicDisc.com, chocolate truth. Those things are good. Great Valentine's Day gift.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up to keep it nice and tight so that people can actually watch again if they want or watch for the first time. Get those shares in real quick before I end this live videos to get your name in for the discs. Let's see, relevant websites to find out all the information we talked about. discgolfmatchplay.com, udisc.com/matchplay to see the brackets, glassblowopen.com to get information at Glassblown, and you can also download the mobile app for information. growdiscgolf.com to see where there's going to be a 5,000, 10,000 ace challenge, or if you want to put it in your event, we'll be happy to do that for you. Just got to find out information at growdiscgolf.com. The Arrowhead Stadium, I would go to facebook.com/dynamicdiscs, look at the event page, and you'll see information for that there. To find out what the RVs are doing, go to Facebook again, or and then search for Chasing the Chains and follow that page. That way you know what events are happening in your area. And that's all we got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
See you in 2 weeks.
What's going to be in 2 weeks? Oh, yes.
We're going to
do this again. So we'll do this about every couple weeks to keep you guys filled in. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below. We'll try to go back to see if we can answer any last-minute questions. Until then, we will see you next week.
Be dynamic.